We're Paul and Shannon, and these are our dogs, Jackson and Doug. We've been traveling full-time for over 2.5 years, living out of Airbnbs and our 19-foot Airstream travel trailer. This week, we're in beautiful southern Utah, and we're spending the next few days exploring some of the very best hidden gems in the area, celebrating the holidays in our little Airbnb, and checking out some amazing trails. If you liked the video, we'd be so appreciative if you gave it a thumbs up and subscribed. Hope you enjoy! We're currently in southern Utah, actually not in the Airstream this time. We're staying in an Airbnb in Hurricane, Utah, right outside of Zion National Park, and it's actually Thanksgiving. One of the downsides of living on the road and traveling full time is that we typically don't get to spend holidays with family. We've been lucky enough to have family visit us a couple of times, but this Thanksgiving it's just myself, Paul, and Doug and Jackson. So we always try to take advantage of the day and still make it really nice. We're lucky to have this beautifully sunny day, clear skies, sunshine. Today we're doing a trail called Water Canyon. Looks like it's going to be stunning, and honestly, right off the bat, it looks like we're in Zion National Park. Jackson has so much energy today. Yesterday, he had to wear his leash on a walk. 1 day of leash walks. And he's a wild man.
He was doing laps in the parking lot.
He was. So cute.
Are you a crazy man? Are you so crazy? Good boy. Are you ready to go for a hike? I know, you're so ready. You're so ready, huh?
Here we go.
This trailhead was about a 40-minute drive from where we're staying in Hurricane, and we thought about going into Zion National Park today, but we just really didn't want to leave the dogs behind, so we wanted to find a trail that was dog-friendly outside of the national park.
Douglas! Oh, he's a good boy. Oh, he's a good boy.
We're walking next to a creek, which I'm surprised there's water at this time of year, but this would definitely be a great spot to be on a hot day.
It definitely would. It's so beautiful.
I know, it really is. I can't believe this is just tucked back here, and we've visited this area multiple times and have never even heard of this place.
Yeah. See the arch way at the top? It's a big one.
Oh, I think I do see it.
Wow. We're about to be out of the sun. Yeah, the wind blowing out of the canyon is very cold. There was a recent rock fall. Look at the freshly cracked boulders. And you can see on the mountain up there where the rocks hit and created those white spots.
That's
on
a
their
little
way.
scary.
Yeah. Wow.
This is amazing.
I keep hearing noises, and it's just like the wind rustling or rocks, but I keep thinking there's an animal. I don't even know what would be back here. Maybe a mountain lion?
A what?
A mountain lion? Mountain lion?
Ian's ever seen a mountain lion?
Down there.
Down here at Water Canyon?
One of my favorite things about being in the desert is that there are so many canyons and hidden gems just tucked away that you would never know existed unless you do your research or just go exploring. There have been so many times where we've come across things like this. Makes me like a little dizzy almost to look up
For
at
sure.
the walls.
Yeah, yeah.
They're so high. So we're thinking this is probably going to be our turnaround spot. We've hiked about 1.6 miles, I think, and about 800 feet of climbing up through the canyon. This has been absolutely amazing. We had no idea what to expect coming into today's hike, but we checked out the trail. It does go up the canyon more, and it looks like it might get a little bit sketchy with the dogs with us, maybe some drop-offs, probably just not the safest thing to do. We're gonna turn around, make our way back, but this has been awesome. Ready for your Thanksgiving dinner?
I sure am.
So we got back to the car, and all in all, we had hiked about 3 miles, but about a month ago, Paul made a goal for himself to work out every single day until the end of the year. He did say if we walked 5 miles, then he wouldn't have to do a workout when we got home. So we found another canyon that was maybe just 5 minutes down the road called Spring Canyon and came to walk. It's a really Squirrel Canyon.
Squirrel Canyon.
Squirrel! Squirrel!
Squirrel.
Jackson, what are you chasing, buddy?
Five miles, back at the second trailhead of the day, and now we're headed to go get our Thanksgiving dinner. So much turkey.
What happened to your boots? They're brown.
I got dirty boots.
Up, up. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, good boys. So for our very traditional Thanksgiving meal, clearly the turkey I spent hours cooking.
Slaving over, you might say.
Oh my gosh, it smells so good. So,
Doug.
Doug's squeaking his shark.
Douglas, come here.
Douglas, where's your shark? Where's your shark, buddy? Where's your toy? Oh, Sam, but there's food here. Right here in Hurricane, there is one of the best Indian restaurants we've ever had. So every time we're in town, we get it multiple times, like at least once a week, sometimes twice. It's called Red Fort or Red Fork?
Red Fort.
Red Fort Indian. And there's a few in the area. We get rice and naan bread.
Garlic naan.
Garlic naan bread. And then tiki masala, and this time I'm trying butter chicken. I always get tiki masala. Stepping out of my comfort zone and getting butter chicken this time. We'll see if it's as good.
But you read the reviews.
I did. I looked up the reviews. And then we get this really good mango yogurt drink. Typically, I would love to cook a regular meal on holidays, even when we're by ourselves. But this Airbnb only has a stovetop. It doesn't have an oven. We figured the next best option was just keeping it real simple and getting this delicious takeout.
Oh, wow. I might need to taste it first before I agree to buy it.
Give it a sniff.
But we have to have them in coffee mugs. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, little lady.
So here's the first taste test of the butter chicken, which I don't think I've ever had. It's not as spicy as tiki masala, and it's a little more creamy, I'd say, which I expected, but I think I might still be a tiki masala girl.
I'm a tiki masala girl also.
Jenkins and hanging him for his scheming antagonism in season.
It's a beautiful day in southern Utah, so we decided to come out for a mountain bike ride. There's some incredible trail systems right here in Hurricane. This is the only one I've ridden because I'm still a newer rider. Just got my bike a few months ago, but I've been working on my skills, getting more confident.
You mean she might not have charcuterie in her backpack?
I do have charcuterie in my backpack. You might have heard Paul say, I have charcuterie in my backpack. And that's not a lie. I bought this little pre-made charcuterie pack, and before we left I was grabbing a protein bar and I said, should I bring this with us? I said the only thing I'm missing is a little jar of wine to complete our charcuterie picnic.
Is this your kind of trail or what?
Oh yeah, hardly any rocks. Just smooth, flowy trail. I feel like that helps me learn so much though, because then I can just focus on riding and not having to like dodge or maneuver rocks.
You're doing awesome.
Thanks, babe. No tears this time.
That's right.
I don't think I've cried riding my bike since like the first time we rode, actually.
Wow. High five.
No tears and no falls.
Knock on wood.
I'm a little scared to go over this hill, but I think I'm gonna give it a shot. I don't know, it's really steep.
Oh, you got it. Come on.
I don't know, babe.
One more try.
I don't know if I want to do it, actually.
Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna flip over my handlebars. No?
No, you're not gonna flip over your handlebars.
Have I gone down a hill that steep before?
I think so.
I don't think I'm ready.
All right.
I think I'm gonna chicken out.
Okay.
The thing is, I feel like in my head I know I could do it, but then I think about it too much.
Yeah.
And then it makes me nervous.
I get it.
Maybe next time.
Yeah. Woohoo!
Whoa. Oh, jeez.
Good job.
Thanks.
That was big time.
Yeah, I didn't expect that.
You did it though.
I know. Oh, goodness. Woohoo!
Go for it. You got it. Just pedal. Honestly, you got it.
It's just this little crest that scares me.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
I don't know if I can do it.
It's all you. We'll name this hill after you if you do it.
It actually wasn't bad at all. That was pretty fun, actually.
Oh, you want to do it again?
Kind of.
Yeah.
That was so much fun. Big smile the whole time. Last week, Paul and I came out biking, and we were going to come out and do a trail called the Gem Trail, which is one of the easiest trails around here. Earlier that day, Paul went on a mountain bike ride with the bike shop in town, a group ride, and they told him about another trail and didn't give him any details. So Paul said, let's go try that. And so I said, okay, we'll go try it. Well, the trail was up there on top of that mesa, and it basically rode along the cliff the entire time, and it was not Paul's fault at all. He had no idea anything about this trail, so he didn't know what we were getting into. And for someone like Paul, and for most people who ride bikes, it's probably no big deal, but exposure like that for me was just way too much. So I rode my bike to the trail and then realized it was on a cliff, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is not safe for me. I do not want to do this. So I walked my bike along the entire ridge, all the way down, all the way back. That was fun.
It's a pretty big smile.
So much fun.
Getting really good.
Thanks. I do feel like I'm making improvements.
Me too.
Yeah, a little bit less nervous. Well, maybe not on some parts. I only have one last question for you. Can I offer you some charcuterie?
We'll be right back.
Oh my goodness. Our tolerance for the cold has really gone down. We had to walk to the car from the coffee shop and we're frozen.
It's 27 degrees.
Yeah, and it feels cold.
Yeah.
Cold, cold, like bitter cold.
But it's gonna be in the 50s today.
There's a really cool motorcycle in front of us. I can't wait to have a motorcycle.
Okay.
Good boys.
Thankfully, it did get a bit warmer. The sun is shining. We have nice blue skies. We decided to come out to do a trail called the Wire Mesa Trail, which has incredible views of Zion National Park, actually. It's kind of on the edge of Zion, and it's dog friendly, which is a huge bonus. So there's a trail that goes all along the ridge, so we'll have really great views, but there's a dirt road that's a little bit set back from the rim. And once we get over to that trail, we think we're going to need to keep the dogs on their leash because it's a cliff and just to be safe. So we came over to this dirt road first to let our crazy dogs, mainly the chocolate one, run a little bit and get their energy out before we put them on their leash. But we're definitely gonna go hike the trail along the rim because even from over here, the views are just insane. I don't know if all of this is Zion National Park or not. Sure looks like it. But it's so incredible to be on the edge of the park and have views looking at parts of the national park that you typically wouldn't see when you're inside of the national park. Although this trail has been pretty busy with mountain bikers, one thing I've noticed during our time in southern Utah is that all of the mountain bikers are so polite. Outside of the national park, this trail honestly might be the best views that you can get. And it's dog friendly, huh? Say that's the best part. So we're back home, just over here having a wild and crazy Friday night in my pajamas at 6:30. Is it?
It's Saturday.
Saturday? Oh, Saturday night?
And yeah, it's 6:59.
We're making one of our favorite go-to dinners, which is something like ground turkey or ground beef, and then we mix in spinach and pasta sauce and some pasta. Mix it all together into a bowl. Really good, really simple. We had such a great day out on that trail. It was so beautiful. I read some reviews before we went. Surprise, I know, I read the reviews. And everybody said the views were really nice, but I didn't expect that. It was really awesome. So I'm glad we got to go check that out. We're just going to have dinner, relax, probably watch some Netflix, and call it a night. Douglas, I think that's the perfect spot to lay while we're cooking dinner. You're not in the way at all. It's the perfect spot, huh? Say, but Mommy and Daddy don't have the heart to tell you to move. So we just let you lay there.
The speed bump.
Oh, you too now? Well, at least they take up less room here than in the Airstream.
That took them millions of years to build. Their technology. The dogs and I are heading out for one last hike for this holiday weekend, and we are doing the trail that I mentioned the other day when Paul and I were bike riding, where we took our bikes to a trail that went along a rim and kind of was along a cliff edge, so I didn't want to ride my bike. But I wanted to show you guys the beautiful views we had from that trail, and I wanted to bring the dogs along with me. I think I will need to keep them on their leash for the majority of the trail because of the exposure, which I know Jackson in particular isn't going to be too happy about, but they also would be very sad if I left them at home. Paul stayed home today. He's planning to go out for a little hike later, but he wanted to get some work done this morning. Douglas, do you want to go for a hike? Very serious business. Before we make it to the actual trail, we do have to walk on a dirt road for a bit, which is nice because the dogs can get their wiggles out a little bit before I think I'm going to have to put them on their leashes.
One of the reasons I just love this area so much is because we are just on a dirt road off of the highway, and look at the views surrounding us. All right, fellas, time to put your leashes on. Gotta be safe, huh? You're good boys. So I'm pretty sure that that is the ledge that the trail goes around, which was just a little bit too scary for me to ride my bike on. Doug is pretty much the easiest dog ever to walk on his leash because he likes to be back there behind you pretty much all of the time. Jackson, on the other hand, is pretty much like a freight train. We made it out to the edge of this rim here, and you can see the views are just gorgeous. You can see for miles and miles and miles in every direction. So we're just about back to the car, and that's going to wrap up our holiday weekend adventures. I hope you enjoyed coming along, seeing all of the amazing views in this area. I truly love Southern Utah so much. There's so much to explore, and it's just gorgeous. So if you're not already, we'd love if you subscribed to our channel and gave this video a thumbs up. Thanks as always for watching, and we'll see you on the next adventure. Say goodbye, Douglas. Good boy, you got your stick. Oh, good boy.